PR lead of Razer, Will Powers, as well as a former employee of Deep Silver, PlayStation, and Tencent Games, had just made a post on Twitter saying, "Just got an email. It's official. E3 Digital is officially cancelled for 2022. Lots of mixed feelings around this. It was later clarified that this is just ESA just saying E3 entirely of 2022 is cancelled. Yeah. So E3, it's dead for this year. But I think for the longest time now, a lot of us have been just feeling like, well, shit. E3 dead. E3 big dead. It's kind of, it's kind of unfortunate. E3 has been this thing that glues all the industry together into one single place. And, we get to see, tons of games, tons of announcements, and just, it's a really fun time, regardless on whatever's happening behind the scenes. However, well, it's not been good for the past few years. Now, a lot of things have, stopped T3 from really getting in a better position. I think the biggest one, obviously, was because of COVID-19. It just ruined public events in general. And of course, E3 was in a downward spiral already due to privacy, leaks and etc. It wasn't good. It wasn't that great. And I'm not surprised that COVID-19 just completely killed E3. E3 2020 was just a no show at all. No, not digital or physical, nothing. Companies like Nintendo already had Nintendo Direct, so they didn't have to worry. Xbox and PlayStation had to adapt to a live show or pre-recorded show to make announcements. They did I think it was like a summer showcase. And Jeff Keighley made a presentation thing called Summer Game Fest, and they had Elden Ring there. Bit of a big deal, a little bit of a big deal. However, it wasn't just like that. There was other mini stuff, little indie presentations, etc. There were tons of presentations for either single games, a company's wide range of selection of games, or just a company in general. And the PS5 was announced. It was announced in a presentation that was pre-recorded. It wasn't on stage or anything. I think Xbox Series X was announced. I think it was announced at the Game Awards, actually. But IGN has just posted an article as well, and it reads here: after previously cancelling its in-person E3 2022 event, the ESA has now informed its partners that there will be no digital event equivalent this year either, meaning E3 2022 has been fully cancelled. The news broke out via a tweet of Razer PR lead Will Powers, who said that an email had been sent out announcing the cancellation of a digital E3 event. IGN has independently verified the contents of this email as well. The ESA has initially planned for an in-person event this year after no event in 2020 due to COVID-19 and a digital one in 2021. However, this was cancelled in January, with the ESA at the time being unable to make a public statement on whether or not there would be a digital equivalent. According to sources speaking to IGN at the time, discussions around E3 had been fought through the year, with third parties normally involved finding ESA's ongoing silence regarding their plans frustrating. Again, it just shows that even if COVID wasn't a thing, there was a rabbit hole. It was a bit of a mess, to say the least. Sources connected to the event tell IGN that discussions about a possible digital equivalent have been ongoing ever since, but without strong momentum to drive them. Instead, the ESA seems to be making plans to regroup for a larger comeback in 2023. IGN has reached out to the ESA for a comment. So, look, you can laugh all you want and stuff like that, but it is quite upsetting to see that E3 is in a shit position. You know, historically, E3 has been this place where everyone can come together and show off all the games they've been working on that is either going to release that year or the next year, or in some cases, they never fucking come out, like fucking Sonic Extreme or some shit like that. But it's still upsetting regardless, and you know, obviously there are replacements, etc. Like, you know, Summer Game Fest. But I think it's just nice to see all the companies come together in like one giant week of just like announcement after announcement after announcement. I remember, like, even during like high school and college, I'd be staying up to the crack of dawn just to watch an announcement of a game that probably wasn't even going to be good at the end of the day. But it is unfortunate, and you know, of course, companies will do their replacements and etc. But even some companies just aren't going to be clear on their plans right now. Sega, for example, you know, they do have, you know, games coming out this year. 2 Point Campus, which is close to being released actually. Company of Heroes 3, Endless Dungeon. You know, they've got games out, but they've also got major Sonic games coming out this year. Sonic Origins, Sonic Frontiers. Now, there's two. You know, as a Sonic fan, I'm gonna have a lot more of a bigger emphasis on Sonic stuff on this channel. So give me a minute just to quickly talk about this. Sonic Frontiers. We haven't seen gameplay for it yet. We've seen in-engine footage and etc. of the world. And that was at the Game Awards. That was a proper reveal. Takashi Iizuka said that the reveal in May was earlier. He just wanted to show anything off, as a way to say, hey look, we are working on something. The proper announcement, the announcement that would have started everything off, was in December. And since then, we haven't heard much. We've had like interviews and etc. We've had a little teaser here and there, but there's nothing been major. And I think the main reason of that is because of the movie 2, which in the UK is coming out tomorrow by the time I'm recording this. But you know, they've got stuff to concentrate on, and of course they're not showing anything off the Frontiers because they don't want it to be, you know, like shoved underneath the bus because the movie's rolling in the cash. And I think they'll keep that idea all the way up till near the end of April and during some time in May. I don't think they would have first announced gameplay at E3. I think they would have done it in either their own event or maybe in like a Nintendo Direct or in a PlayStation event or an Xbox event or something. I think the current plan for Sonic and Sega is to show off gameplay and have a Sonic Central in May, and then the next month they can carry on that momentum for Frontiers with showing off gameplay at the game show, the Summer Game Show. And I believe that due to the fact that they presented Frontiers at the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley's event. And Jeff Keighley, like the little trickster he is, the little devious boy he is, he posted this 30 minutes ago, like 5 minutes after the announcement that the ESA was cancelling E3 2022. He just made a post on Twitter, and all it was, it's just a picture of it's not even a picture, it's an emoji of a winky face. He's a schemer. He's a little trickster. And yeah, the fucking. But yeah, it's weird. It is weird. So yeah, no E3 reaction there, boys. Pack it up. We'll do game show one though, right? I hope so. You know, I think they'll still show Starfield, right? Nah, yeah, I think they will. Yeah, I think we'll fine, boys. Anyway, I'm gonna see you all later. I'm watching Sonic Movie 2 tomorrow, so I gotta go. I gotta go right now. So I'll see you all later, and have a fantastic rest of your day. This was unscripted, by the way. Peace.